All right, here she is. Dual motor, 2018. I have no idea how much miles is on this thing. There's no key, doesn't turn on. It's curb damage there. I think it's all good on the inside, I hope. Looks decent on this side. Look at this. Damn. You probably hit a cat. That's a tree. Yeah, you hit a tree. Axle got ripped out. Oh, damn, look at that rack and pinion. Gonna need a new one for that, that's for sure. Okay. Gonna need a bunch, pretty much that whole suspension. This, you know what, I might be able to save that. Strut, maybe. Other than that, the car looks good. Let's take a look in here. Ooh, we got some carbon fiber right there, look at that. Yeah. Curtain airbags didn't blow? Are you serious? Come up. All right, I'm gonna strap it down and get off this lot. Okay, check this out. What I want to do is I came home. I'm just curious to see what the screen is going to show. So I'm going to connect it, put some jumper cables on it. Hopefully the car doesn't explode when I do this. Okay, here's something. Something's happening. Where's the brake? Ooh. Uh-oh. Something's happening. Let's see how much miles. Whoa, it has 251 miles on it. Alright. Okay. 36,000 miles. Whoa, it has the full self-driving. And somebody paid for the full self-driving capability on this bad boy. Alright, I'm gonna be full self-driving on this. Okay, so check this out. Brought the car home. This is the part that scared me. This is the battery, this black part, that's the battery, right? And then this, right away I was like, oh my god, this thing broke. But come to find out, this is the cooling line for the rear motor. Okay, so this right here, obviously is pretty damaged and it's really close to the battery. Crossing my fingers, 95% it is not damaged. The guy, where I got these parts, he's like, I wouldn't worry about it. So check it out. Got the rack and pinion, new axle. That's this hose right here. Lower control arm, upper control arm, other lower control arm, and then obviously these end links right here are on the rack and pinion. I'm gonna go pick up the knuckle, and then that way I can, for now, put the wheel on to get the car off. And the only other thing I need to do is change this line right here and pour in, it's almost 4 gallons of coolant. Pour in the coolant, hopefully everything is good, nothing else leaking. This is my idea. I literally was thinking this through all night. Basically all this is going to get cut. It's going to, I'm going to cut it down here. This piece right here, I'm going to cut this part last, this pillar last. I want to see how high I can take it. I want to try and salvage this this glass. I want to attempt to cut this glass, with this roof line. This is important because this car does have FSD. I need this camera in this position. I need the fender camera roughly in that position. I need all the sensors. I will be using my app, right? I can drive this car from the app. So stay tuned. This is going to be a badass car. I'm telling you, one of a kind in the world. So the roof line is going to mimic the CyberTruck, right? It's going to go, straight shot down here, and I'm going to drop the roof line. It's going to go, as low as possible with, comfortably, sitting inside. And then from the peak, from back here, somewhere in this, roughly in this area, it's going to shoot down about I want to say like this. It's going to go, this back part's going to be really low, about from here to here. It's going to be really low and definitely wider. Wheel spacers in the back, they're going to come out 3 inches. In the front is going to be 2 inches. So in the back, it's going to be really wide. It's going to be, you know, roughly 79.5 inches, a little wider than the Model S in the back, and it's going to be lower. But I'm lifting the suspension. The suspension is going up 2 inches. So it's going to be like an exotic off-roader, I want to say, but it's going to have that CyberTruck look to it. Now, you know, this door stays, the window is going to roll up. It's going to be, you know, the same window. It's going to roll up, and I have to save this piece right here, and it's going to roll up probably about to here. It's going to, you know, it's going to be lower, obviously. So right here in the back, there's going to be a window that's not going to roll down. There will be a back seat, but because this roof line is so low, nobody can comfortably sit in the back until you open up the rear cover. I already found the cover. They sell the retractable covers, like for example a Tacoma. They're like around 800 bucks, and it's going to be powered as well. So just like the CyberTruck, right? You're going to push a button and it's going to retract into the trunk, and then for the back seaters, it's going to be like a convertible basically. So it still will be a 5-seater, and I will register this car. I'm attempting to register this car. All the lighting has to pass, you know, an inspection, right? So, I mean, none of this is going to be here. None of this, this, nothing. And the bumpers that I'm going to be working with, you know, obviously they're not going to be these bumpers. They're gonna mimic the CyberTruck, and I'm gonna up the CyberTruck. I got a vision in my mind. It's going to be a very low slung roof line. In the back, it's going to be a lot wider. I'm going to give it like a subtle hips, I want to call it, in the back and slightly in the front. It's not going to just be that straight line. It's going to be more of an exotic type look to it, not a truck type look to it. That's what I got in my mind. And like I said, it's going to be street legal. It's going to have, you know, still have the airbags. It's going to have the lighting. All the lighting system is going to be hooked up to this, because if you disconnect these lights, you're going to have warning lights come on, and you're not going to have no turn signals or anything like that. So I'm going to use these lights, and I'm going to basically wire relays to these lights to power on my new lights. That's the plan I have for here. And then in the front, you know, same thing, CyberTruck look to it, and it's going to be more like stretched out wider. That's the idea I got for this. I got the parts. Next step, basically, you know, raise everything up. I'm hoping that, you know, there's nothing major going on, you know, obviously with the battery or with the motor. I don't think so, because the hit got, you know, the hit went right here, and it's, you know, this is what stopped it. This is the main thing that stopped it. You know, it kind of crunched this part right here, but for now I need to get this thing up and running, roll it off the trailer, and then basically start pulling off the parts and then work off of that. I will be driving this on the street. This is going to be street legal. I will register it with plates. So definitely stay tuned. Please subscribe. Thank you.